Hey love bugs, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley, and as you guys can see, we're jumping right into it with some heat. This one comes courtesy of Eayon hair. I'm showing you the inside construction of the cap, which it is a 13x6 lace wig. You guys can see it's set as a center part. The knots are not bleached, but you guys will see in the video as well in the thumbnail. You're not even going to miss a beat. You won't be able to tell once I'm done applying all of my magic. So I'm going to go ahead and throw her on the wig head. As you guys will notice, I did already cut the lace off camera. I apologize that you guys didn't get to see that step, but I did go ahead and shampoo and condition her with my Aussie Moist shampoo and conditioner, and then I just let her air dry for a couple days. It's been a couple days since I did that step, and you know, now we're gonna go back in. So once I put her on the wig head, I'm gonna go in with some water just to loosen up the curls, wet it down just a little bit, and then I'm going in with my mousse. As you guys can see, I'm very generous, which if the wig was on my head, I probably wouldn't be this generous. Also, if you don't want to use as much product, use more water to wet it down, and it'll help the product to saturate and stretch a little bit more. I noticed that Arrogante, one of the ways that he does with water wave and curly hair is that he definitely will use a lot of mousse, and so I wanted to apply the same technique because of course I love the way his wigs turn out. Also, you'll notice that wait a minute, you guys see that curl pattern or wave pattern, whatever you want to call it, it is on fire. So as I mentioned, this one is set as a center part, so I'm just going in and kind of straighten and perfecting that out just a little bit. Now we're going to go along the hairline and do baby hair. So I did wear this wig before, so the baby hair was already cut and trimmed down. I did not tweeze out the hairline, so you'll see it's nice and pre-plucked, very nice. But I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my Pump It Up, just a little bit to make the hairline and the parting look a lot more sleek and melted and flat. This is a step you can definitely skip. One thing I'll notice, or I have noticed, is that whenever you use a spray like Pump It Up with heat, sometimes it will make that crunchy white, not sure what it's called, but you guys know when you use a little hairspray and then use the heat, it almost looks like you have dandruff or something like that. So don't use too much and just be careful with the product in itself. Now I'm going to go in and work on the baby hair. As I mentioned, I did already wear this wig once before, so the baby hair was already trimmed just a little bit. I went in and added just a little bit more and I trimmed all that down. I like my baby hair to be fairly short. I think it gives the best, most natural look, because honestly, who has really long baby hair? If it's baby hair that it's long, it's probably adult hair and not meant for this step. Also, if you don't want to do this step and you don't like baby hair, feel free to just push all the hair back. So when I was using the electric hot comb to you know, make everything look nice, going the opposite way and brushing it all back, don't add baby hair, just do that step and skip this one. You'll notice that I like to take my time with my baby hair, so I cut out as minimal as possible. I didn't want you guys to see that I don't just swoop one time and get it right. I kind of take my time, and there's many steps to get it perfect. And honestly, there are days when I do just go right in and it just want to and it's done, and then there are days when it's just not swooping or it's just not working or doing whatever I want it to do. You can definitely switch products to help manipulate, you know, the look you want. As you guys can see, I did use mousse and I did use a generous amount. I find that when it's really wet, especially on the mannequin head, and you go in with a comb and or a baby hair brush, you'll be able to use your finger and guide it into the shape that you want. And then also with the sideburns, I did add a little bit of edge control as well to kind of help it keep its shape. And you guys hear my daughter? I'm literally hiding in my room from her. Okay, I think we're done. That did take me quite a while because, you know, I wanted to perfect it as much as possible. Now I'm going to let that set. I have to do my makeup off camera, so I went ahead and just added a scarf like I would to my real hair. And I'm just going to let that dry down as much as possible. If you don't have as much time as I do, you can just blow dry it, like add the scarf how I did and go over top with a blow dry. That way it won't fly around. And then I went ahead and just set the ends with, you know, that water and mousse and the dimming brush to kind of help that wave pattern to just really liven up. Fast forward, it's probably been about 20-30 minutes. Again, I did do my makeup off camera and she is looking absolutely gorgeous. This one is flawless. It's perfect. It's literally everything and more. I went in with the Eayon lace tint just a little bit along the center and hairline to kind of help this one blend in with my skin. I believe I used the darkest shade. I'll definitely have it linked in the description box. And voila, look how beautiful this looks. We're going to jump right into the bonding down process. As you guys can see, I'm going to use my Got2b glue, which is a non-glue adhesive. I'm going to apply it wherever I see fit, and then I'm going to blow dry on a cool setting. Then I'm going to repeat this step on the opposite side as well as the center, and then we're going to let that set with the elastic band. So yeah, there are steps, there are layers. You don't have to do this many steps, but if you want to look like a baddie, if you want to look like you went to the salon, if you want it to look as flawless as everyone else's, you know, this is what you got to do. Beauty takes time and patience, you know. As I mentioned, just use whatever products work best for you. You definitely can follow along and still switch up a few things, you know, use different products. If you have a mousse already, don't go out and buy the one that I have. Just work with the one that you have, and maybe when you run out, you can switch and try out what I have, or, you know, maybe yours is better and you can suggest it to me. I always want to know the tea on what are the good products, because I do sometimes get stuck in a rut of using the same products over and over and over. So help a girl out and let me know what are your favorite products to use in the comments below. Also, as I mentioned, I did use the mousse on the mannequin head to set the hair, but now that the wig is on, I decided to use a little bit of edge control just to, you know, gain a little bit more control. Now that the baby hair is perfect into my liking, I'm going to go ahead with a elastic band and just allow that to set. Now, this is a step I didn't have to do, but again, I just want mine to look so perfect and give it the best shot possible to look amazing. I want compliments. Like when I do my hair, like I want to go out and people be like, who does your hair? So I can say, I do, you know, I'm great at this. You know, it's good to feel good about yourself and to, you know, get complimented or whatever. And even if I don't get a compliment, just walking past the mirror, I feel good when my hair looks really, really, really good. Now I'm giving it a time to set. I did go off camera for a little bit, and voila, is it voila, viola, voila, whatever it is, we lit. I'm going to go in as the last step with the concealer, and you guys know I love the Fenty in 420. I didn't add anything to the hairline because, again, I did use the, not edge control. What did I use? Brain fart. I didn't go along the hairline, as you guys can see, because I did use that product, that Eayon product on the inside, and I blow dried that in, so it already matches my complexion perfectly, and that's it. That's all. Okay, as always, I'm always watching First 48, Crime Stoppers. It's a couple. What's her name? Ray something? I forget her name, but it's something Ray, Crime Stoppers, First 48, all those types of shows I love to watch on Facebook. So that's what I'm watching right now. But I just finished installing this wig and it looks absolutely beautiful. I did go in and put the concealer in the parting as the last step. You could definitely go in and blend that out a little bit more, but of course I'll do that off camera. But you guys see how beautiful this install came out. Now I don't know why I stopped doing this. Like, I just regret the last few years of my life as far as installing my wigs go. When I first started out, when I was at like not my last house but the house before, my apartment before that, I used to use my mannequin head like every single day to go ahead and prep and install my wigs. I would like bleach my knots, tint the lace, put it on the wig head, like install it, let it set and dry. And for some reason, I don't know if it's because I have kids and I thought it would be faster and more efficient to just put the wig on my head, but it just comes out so much better when you prep and install your wig off of your head. The wave pattern, the curl pattern on this is just level 10, and more importantly, like the hairline, everything is so flat and smooth, and it just was a simple, easy process. Now this one, in the parting, you guys see the knots were not bleached in the parting, and I was able to add the concealer to cancel that out. The hairline lays flat. I can literally, it's so flat that I can just take it back and put it into a ponytail. And even though like back here my braids are not flat, but outside of that, like if I really like push it down and finesse it, I can push this down into a ponytail and definitely, you know, make a good look out of it. Now I did have fun with the hairline and do some really full baby hair, and I too love the way that came out. Now I do need a little bit of practice as far as like putting it on the mannequin head. It's been so long that I was a little bit rusty and like not able to swoop the baby hair as good as I wanted to, but it still came out so good, almost better than my baby hairs came out in a while. I don't know if I'm just excited and gassing myself up, but I definitely love this hair, this look, and everything about it. This one did come from Eayon, and you guys know I worked with this company quite a few times, and I don't know if they gave me any goodies or not, but if they did, I went ahead and already cleared the box out because I've been having this hair on my countertop for like 3 or 4 days. If you follow my Instagram, I've been taking my pictures. In my mirror right here, there's been a wig sitting on my counter. I've been trying to get to this wig, and I'm so happy that it's the weekend and I finally got into it. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. The proof is in the pudding that this one is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't already, go ahead and buy yourself a wig head and a tripod. I'll leave the 2 that I used in the description box. You can buy them on Amazon Prime and get them to you like tomorrow. This is definitely going to be a way to help you to practice with your wigs. It is much easier to practice on a mannequin head than it is to practice on your own hand. That way you have both your hands available and you have control, and you can take a break or whatever the case may be. But yeah, go ahead and check the description box for a link to this wig as well as details and everything you need to know about it. Also, listed links of everything I used to complete this look are there as well. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know how you are feeling this hair. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.